So we had the e-ink booth here, the SID Display Week.
Hello, welcome to our booth here at Display Week 2018. We're highlighting a couple different applications this year. Flexible displays. So we showed this to you last year. It's a foldable display that you might be using for an e-reader application or an eNote application.
But now you can write on it.
But now, this year, we have the added writing capabilities.
Nice. So it's kind of like a 6-inch e-reader that opens up into like a huge 10, 12-inch.
So this is a 10.3 flexible display. But yes, you could consider it a dual screen in a sense, except that the magic of it is one, no seam.
Nice. And
very fast update
you
time.
have very fast, very great digitizers right now on your readers, right?
Yes, we do. We've had a few improvements over the last few years.
Like for example, right here, it's also really, really smooth to do some writing on the. If I open the notes, I forgot where it is. It's in Chinese right here. But there's some really fast notes.
Yeah. So this is the remarkable device here. A lot of people have commented about how quick the update time is. It's also pressure sensitive, so the harder that you push, the thicker that the line becomes. And the Onyx device here is also an eNote.
So it's like kind of
Yeah.
Oops.
That's another app.
Yeah, I can't.
We need to change it into English.
Hey, do you have the new
Yeah, maybe go right here. And then notes is this one.
I forget you own one of these, so you play with it all the time.
Yeah. But it's still confusing when it's Chinese. All right. So how is it possible that the digitizers and the e-ink are so well integrated? There's a lot of work going into that, right?
It is a lot of work. So we spend a lot of time working with the electrical engineers, the software engineers, and optimizing the speed of both the ink, the electronics, and the hardware systems behind it.
That is
Nice. And it's
Try one of those.
and
They're
some of
fast.
these are
they?
really
Yes.
really light.
Yeah, so this is also using a flexible display. That is an 13.3, but you can see it's very lightweight, very durable.
It's the second generation right now, no?
This one is,
On
yes.
Sony.
Yep.
And there's here's music.
So this is a music stand.
It's gonna revolutionize the music music industry, right?
Yeah, so this is also, a device where you can highlight different sections that you want to make notations on. And the beauty of it is for a musician that's in an orchestra, they're really sensitive to distracting the audience. So there's no bright light that emits from it, like if you used an iPad in the orchestra.
And it's just like paper.
It's just like paper. That's the beauty of the technology.
And here to show you're showing the most advanced color
Yeah,
e-ink.
so this year we're showing advancements in our color e-paper.
So it's a very, very saturated colors, very
Yes.
is it as good as going into the museum? The gallery?
So it depends on what kind of art you're talking about, but our color gamut has improved over the years. We've spent a lot of time working on optimizing the pigments, optimizing the electronics and the waveform. So this year we're showing 32-inch, and you can see they actually have a slight curve to them. So they're actually slightly bent.
This is
and
very
then-
very small bezel,
Yes, yeah, very, very small.
32-inch, kind of like square.
So the top ones are the 13.3 inches, and these in the middle are the 32s.
Nice. So soon enough, maybe 13.3 is this size, right? So perhaps at some point soon there will be some devices that could be color.
Could be one day, although we're certainly starting with those in the signage applications to begin with.
Where you'd like to have full color signage, maybe advertising.
Advertising, wayfinding, transportation signage, any of those. And certainly we have shown them at CES with a variety of artwork on them. So you could imagine having a panel in your house where you got to change your artwork periodically.
And if we look up, there's a big e-ink up there. Solar powered.
So those are autonomous tiles. So last year we did an installation at the San Diego airport. This is a similar technology, but a slightly different form factor. So they are solar powered.
Hi, how you doing?
They are autonomous. They can talk to each other or be an independently run operation.
And they can update through a network or something?
Yes. So they're on their own little Wi-Fi. And again, no power wires are required. And you can see they're very thin and they slightly wave as things get a little bit.
Is it 42 inch or what is this?
Those are
Not a problem.
20 inches wide by 4 feet.
All right, so very long displays. And up here, this is a creativity on display. Is that your slogan?
So that is what e-ink tries to enable for all of our customers, that you can put your creativity on display.
Let's see your watch. You have a really cool watch.
Yeah, so this is the Sony LTS watch. Maybe you have enough hands to take it off. But
Great.
it has a variety of different patterns that you can program into it. Tells time, you can put designs on it. So it's been a very popular...
Available in Japan?
Yes.
So the whole wristband is...
So the whole band will change.
Same construction.
And you can pick the designs that you might want to have on it on a regular basis.
Maybe we can put this back. Let's go over there.
Oh, they can. This is reflected. I see. So you're comparing a newspaper.
Slightly busy right here. So, what are you talking about right here in collaboration with Flexterra?
So these are OTFTs, organic TFT-based displays. So a little bit different than the traditional ones that we've had in some of the other e-reader applications or e-note applications. So they are a more durable way of making the TFT so that we can have less defects in it over time.
You can flex it. You can show it flexing.
This one I'm not allowed to touch.
Okay.
So.
Then there's one that shows all the way around here.
Yeah. So this is like a bracelet application. So you can see different messaging on it.
Nice. So OTFT is so you don't need to do what kind of like what's it called silicon.
Yes. So it is an alternative to that. So it is an organic-based TFT instead.
And so this, how soon is it going to work? How soon is it going to be available?
I'm not sure of our exact commercialization project timelines for it, but we have already been working with some customers and integrating it into some.
And what is the speed for updating? So
it's similar to all of our other products.
And the view of visibility, the contrast, all is similar?
It's all similar, yep.
It's just a different...
it's just a different backplane.
All right. And this is it the same?
This is the same as the one we were just writing on earlier. So in these little guys over here, these are shelf tags. But the beauty of them are they are batteryless. So you can charge them on their little home station. And then when you take them off, there's no power being consumed, so no battery.
Nice.
And they get their charge when you put them back and update the image.
So it's kind of like an RFID power.
It's similar to that, yes.
And this is a flexible...
Yep, so this is the backplane that is in these devices.
And so this is... we're right here, we're checking some of the demos with Plastic Logic.
So this is a bracelet here. You could imagine using it as a method of checking in for a train ticket, right? You could be able to scan different items as you walk through a train station, or have a design on it. They're also showing some other card products here.
It's playing cartoon. It's like animated.
It is.
Because you can update so fast that it's good enough for cartoons, video games.
You can. One of the beauties of e-ink is that we only use power to change an image. So if you're going to run video on it, you lose some of your power savings that you would have if you just had it in a traditional reading application, but it certainly is possible.
And this is a credit card.
Yes, you can see the displays right in there.
And there's some buttons you can click that does stuff?
I do not know if this one updates.
Okay, that's cool.
There is a button.
I'd love to have that on my credit card.
Yes.
We need to talk with American Express or some of the companies.
It would be great.
Over here, we jump in here. Hi. Can you show us some of those products you're showing right here?
So these are shelf labels.
Yeah.
So with two different partners, we have several of them, but this is with displaydata, and this is with JDI. So they have a long strip. They sell it in the black, white, red, and black, white, yellow. And this we're working on right
now. It's very what's it called, visible from far away in the store.
It is. Yep. Definitely attracts attention. And display data has a variety of different sizes that they make available for retailers depending on what kind of signs they're looking for.
It's very red and very yellow.
Yes, it is.
So which part of this display can update? Like all of it? All the text and everything?
Yep, the entire thing can update.
But
So you can
it
update
has
it
to be
as
yellow
often
down here and black up there, or it can be...
Nope, it could be whatever. These are all the same panel, the yellows are all the same, just slightly different size. The image can be whatever you choose.
All right. And here's another digital signage.
Yeah, so this is a battery-powered digital sign. It's using one of our 32-inch products with a CFA on it, so you can see it's a little bit less bright than if we go through a full color with ACEP.
But there's still some colors here?
Yeah, so it's using a color filter.
The color filter mode, right? Which is the previous way you were doing colors, right?
Correct, yep.
But now you have this new way, which is no color filter.
Correct, yep. Those are 4 pigments in each micro cup or capsule.
Let's walk behind it right here. This is still going on, this huge installation?
Yeah, so this is just a representation of the installation at the San Diego International Airport at the Car Rental Center.
I'm going to see that on Saturday. I'm going there.
Excellent.
So it's huge.
So there's 2,100 panels across the building. They're similar to the one that we saw up in the sky over there. They're solar powered, they're autonomous. They're updated through a Wi-Fi network that actually is here in the trees.
Whoa.
So those are just literally stuck on the wall with adhesive. No power set up.
The trees are the Wi-Fi hotspot.
Yes.
These are really cool, the Visionect devices.
Yeah, so they've introduced a new product line that's 13 inches. They call it their place and play. So again, it's similar to the Joan devices where you have a magnetic holder. You just slap them up on the wall. They connect with your scheduling system or your content management system, and the images and the content will update throughout the day, whatever you choose to put on them.
Nice. Let's check out one of the other smartwatches that's over here. Quality. And this is available worldwide, right?
Yeah, so this is
a
the
very
Epson
nice
GPS ProSense watch.
Very clear display. So the battery life is long?
You know, it depends on how often you use the GPS, to be honest. The display itself will last quite a long time, but GPS will run the battery down quite a bit.
And so e-ink should be the display of choice for smartwatch makers, right?
Definitely offers some clear advantages for people, depending on what they're looking to receive on their smartwatch.
I think it looks clearer than my memory LCD.
I would agree.
So I'd love to see a whole bunch more. It'd be great if this beautiful Sony watch was available worldwide. And
well, I believe
very
you can still buy it on their website. It's a Japanese website. So.
See you around.
Right.
And so another interesting demo on this table is this, which is an LTS Smart Patch. So this is a method of distributing medication for individuals that gives them a display that tells them when they need to replace the patch. So this one in particular was for Parkinson's patients, and often they do not actually push the patch hard enough to apply it and get the medication to come through. So this will tell them push harder.
That's right. Is this for cartoons?
Yeah, so this is an eManga. So it's another firm in Japan that's selling this. So when you buy this, you get 200 or 300, the entire series essentially is in this. The neat thing about this is they've actually made it to look like a book, but when you open it up, it's actually an e-reader.
There's no more pages in that, right? Nice. And this is the Yotaphone?
This is the
The
Yotaphone.
latest one, right?
Yes,
You have multiple displays.
Yeah, bring a flashlight.
an LCD, yeah.
That's a cool case.
That's the charging station.
Make it.
And is here the...
So these
so
are
density?
some very high resolution displays from JDI. I don't know if you can see through that. So 600 ppi and 400 ppi. So demonstrating the power that you can go very high resolution with EPD. Right now, the Kindle had the Oasis is 300 dpi, but you can see you can clearly go much higher if you would like.
600 means 4 times more or something, I guess. Maybe. And so this is the SID Display Week.
And did you see this back here? So this is a tiled 42-inch tiled displays. So it's a great way to increase the size of the digital signage that you're using with the tiled application.
Nice, and it's small bezel.
It doesn't go to black. It stays on that last image, and there's no power going to it.
And you got 4 times 42 inch. So I'm sure there's 1,000 people watching this video that like to have this. They'd like to implement this for all kinds of projects. So it's fully mass produced, fully ready.
We do have a partner that is selling it. Yeah, you can find more information on the website.
And hopefully is affordable, somewhat affordable. But sometimes the digital signage market, it doesn't matter if it costs thousands and thousands, right? Because it's
Well, they often offset their costs through advertising. So they rent advertising space on them. This first application is in a digital signage. So it's not really intended for your home usage. But you can.
It's only drawing
nice.
power when it's changing its images.
What's the display made out of?